I worked for a company here called Shotgun Sounds. We do the sound for it, and we do the, we bring in all the equipment, we run it all and everything like that. Basically, it's called sound engineering. We're techies is the other thing, or roadies. You've probably heard that term actually, roadies. And I got lucky. A couple of guys got us from our company to go over to the States to work on the Smashing Pumpkins tour, which was pretty exciting. It was just good timing for me because I was going through a bit of a rough patch at the time.
We don't have to get into that now.
Yeah, okay. That'd be good. I think he'd just been travelling, just explored the world a little bit. He'd been to Europe or something recently as well, and he, smart bloke, just kind of found his way into things, He used to want to be closer to the action. Like, I think the publicist isn't always necessarily the closest person to the action on a tour, the closest person to kind of where it's at, well, the exciting stuff at the gig, and people are going nuts and stuff like that. So, because there's all these rules and people got to have certain qualifications and everything. I mean, Ned didn't have any of that, obviously, but he was a capable bloke, and we all knew that. And he wanted to come and hang around and help out and stuff. And the publicist's job, once the tour's sold out, which it was, is over. He's got nothing to do. So he came and joined us and just wanted to, spend some time touring with us while he was here, while he was there.
So you were his boss in effect, or?
We just worked alongside each other. I mean, the thing is, who's going to see this, by the way?
Just the internet.
It could be a bit dangerous, but between you and me, he worked with us, but he wasn't really allowed to, legally.
Well.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
Yeah. I was having a tough time, and he recognised that, and he's the kind of guy who always went a bit extra to kind of help you out, help you get through things, or just made an extra effort in the friendship kind of thing. So he saw I was a bit down, and he started taking me out to a few places. Leprechaun, the naked leprechaun.
Oh, right.
Or something.
Yes, no, I've heard of that.
Everyone seemed to know who he was, like. Kind of like he's a local kind of thing. Like everyone just got on really well with him. And while we were there, we had a chat about my problems at the time. I'd lost someone. It was pretty important in my life. And
do you need to take a moment?
You don't mind if we break for lunch, do you?
No, please.
Might be a sec. Doesn't take me long to wolf down a hamburger. Learnt that as a roadie. Don't get long breaks. Sorry for that habit. Got a bite? It was hard to get beetroot sometimes.
Yeah.
In the States.
Well, they call it beets, don't
they?
Yeah.
It's not one of those standard things you put on a burger,
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah, very Australian thing to do.
We used to buy our own in tins stuff.
Yeah.
And then just put that on the burgers.
Right, so you'd take your tin of beetroot with you to work?
Yeah, well, we had a little fridge.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You refrigerated your tin food?
Well, once it was open.
Right.
I mean, we didn't have like a whole tin of beetroot on one burger.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking stupid. Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon my French. No one knew where he was. There was a search. No trace, just couldn't find him. We lost him in the Mississippi River. It was Jeff Buckley. We lost Jeff Buckley.
Were you a personal friend of his?
I wouldn't call it that. That's not the word I would use. I would say a soulmate or emotional partner, not in a gay way, like, no.
Sure. And
Yeah.
had you met Jeff Buckley before?
Not in a way that, like, not in a personal, hi, you know, you shake hands, hi, how you going? More in the sense that I knew who he was through his music. I knew his essence. I knew everything that he was about. I knew everything. I also knew his pain, and that was what it was all. That was what my grief was about. He pointed out something to me that I'd already known for a long time, but that no one else had ever recognised. And that was that Jeff Buckley and I share the same initials, JB. He started calling me that. He started calling me JB. Before then, and almost everyone calls me JB now, but before then, no one had called me that. And that was his way of saying to me, okay, Johnno, now you're not just Johnno anymore. Now you carry Jeff. So every time someone talks to me and they call me JB, or every time someone talks about me even, when I'm not even there, like that, just like friends and stuff, they're talking about Jeff Buckley as well as me. And they're talking about my mission and about him, and just by me being around them and them talking about me, I'm sharing Jeff with them because we share that name, we share that bond. I go around now and I help people. I help people that I identify have the same struggles or pain, people at risk. I like to use that term sometimes, so that people aren't victims, so that they're, I think at risk is a better way of putting it. Share with them what I have known, what I knew of Jeff's pain. Share with them what I could have shared with Jeff that maybe could have saved him. I mostly just do it at the pub after a few beers. Ned gave me that new mission because I was down. A couple of months there I was in serious bad way. I was at risk myself, and Ned brought me back.